Hot blocks, corrupt cops, traffic at drug spots. Still up in the midst of this shit. My niggas love knots, Queens hustlers. Get bread, connects, trust us. Chrome busters that move your A to D's, lust us. Bad bitches and drug dealers, most of my network. Fuck around, lose your net worth over some wet work. Patron season, off top, my stones blingin'. I rock only high quality with no apology. Beef and broccolis, 40 belows. In the 745, 740 for O's. 730 riding dirty right in front of our shows. Never ever bought a Lucy, Gucci's cover my toes. We ain't the mother niggas. Move gracious, my whip spacious. Matter of fact, we bought spaceships with small faces. Crumbled up 1s and 5s up at the dealership. Triple beam dreams with fiends is what we dealing with.
Tomorrow, we've got our first dual event together. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to go obviously do some content for Christy, but also get to experience what it's like. This is incredible. This whole culture of I just ordered it from my phone. I choose the milk that I want, I chose the roast that I wanted, I chose the this, the that, press the button, it comes here like magic.
It's actually a bonus. I thought it was going to be a nightmare because it was like tube strikes wherever I was just quieter.
What would you like on top? A little tulip?
I'd love a tulip. Sounds like barista. Thank you, my brother. Something I've been deep in recently is view of self really determines where you're actually going to get to in life. You know, when my view of self was I'm a criminal, I smoke drugs, I do this, my life reflected that because my habits, my choices and my mindset did too. Once I met my girlfriend and, you know, I lived a bit more life, things started to change. I really got into the mindset of I'm better than this. And that was the thing that kind of moved me away from crime, if I'm honest, was just realising, having that self-love and having that realisation, I can actually do better than this. I got myself sober. And that's when the journey really began, because I started to actually grow up, started to see the choices that I was making and how they affected me. And then I managed to create this incredible life that I would have never thought I would have been able to do, if I'm honest with you, especially looking at where I came from. And then all those times on the road, I'd be in Chiang Mai, me and Christy would be living this life where we're meeting incredible people, we're going here, we're going there, we're just living this life that we could have never even dreamed of or hadn't even thought of, if I'm honest. And then when we were in Spain, we're living a different life. It's just us two, you know, we're living that quiet, couple's life, going to the beach, going to restaurants, just going to the gym, living a really wholesome life. Would that have been possible with that mindset? Well, the answer's no.
Assets tangible, wrist piece casual. Looking for a duck-off spot somewhere in Malibu. Documented miles on the coupe, these hoes follow suit. Crocodile when the old school, you know how peas move. Still putting in this fucking work. We ain't.
So you were saying it's made your relationships better?
My relationships with everything's better. My relationship with food's better. My relationship with the gym's better. My relationship with work's better. It's just an all-round better life. Action has shown me pictures where when I started to where I am now, and that's consistency, that's routine. And that's one thing that when you have a routine and you stick to the routine, you smash through everything falls into place. And he drilled at me all the time, habits, habits, habits. And I thought, habits aren't going to fucking make a difference. Habits do make a difference. Routine does make a difference. If you hit a routine, I eat the same stuff every day. But at the same time, this is a routine. I know what I'm eating. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing at the gym. And everyone's happy.